Hi everyone, I'll start in the next 2 minutes. I'm waiting for few more persons to join. So in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to see you all. Thank you. Okay, hello everyone. Good evening. Am I visible and audible?
Yes.
Okay, so I hope this is the second last class of Dream Therapy Practitioner course. Okay, so just for the next 5 minutes, I just want to know what was your expectation? How was your experience in the class? Was there anything that was not being taught, or what there anything what comes up? So I'm going to start with Ria. Hi Ria.
Hi. So
Hi.
I was not able to join for a couple of classes. I
Mhm.
yet to go through the material.
Okay. Not an issue. While going through the recordings, if you face any difficulties, feel free to ask me. I won't have any issue.
Yes. Thank you.
Welcome. Yes, Rashi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
As you explained everything in a very good manner, but still I'm not confident that I am able to decode the what are dreams and the meaning of the things in the dreams. There is a little bit lack of confidence right now in me. Maybe this is because I have not gone through all the syllabus you send me. Still, some doubts are there. I will be share with you.
No problem. No problem. Whatever doubts you have, even after the class or after receiving the certificates, I and Sachi both are there. You can ask me. I won't have any issue. Like neither me, neither Sachi won't have any issue in answering all the questions, whatever. It happens because as dream is highly, I won't say sophisticated, but a quite nurturing period. What generally the individuals comes up to, because it's also very sensitive, because you need to know what exactly the individual is going through. So I understand. Even I was not too sure that when I got my dream therapy practitioner course done and got the certificate, I was like, "मेरे को कभी नहीं करना है." I was too scared. But it took at least 6 to 7 months to be little confident about me, my practice. Definitely my mentors were there to help me out, and yes, right now I can practice. So I would hope that you all, like, I am not telling that you have to practice, but whenever you all during your practice time, if you all are having any issue, you can let me know. And Sachi also, I am there to help you out, not an issue.
Okay, okay. Ma'am, videos are very helpful. The videos you send us, these are very helpful.
Okay, I have given few worksheets also. You all can practice the worksheets. Actually, what happened before the starting of the session, if we as a therapist practice the worksheets, it gives at least 20% clarity. Okay, this can be, because see, I'm not telling that you won't be getting case. It can be a hypothetical case also. You can imagine, you can pen it down, because see, the moment we are using hypothetical cases, we actually know that
Mm.
being from non-psychology background also, I've seen people practicing dreams,
Okay.
and at least doing marvelous than the dream therapy practitioner, because it's more how you are engaging yourself as a dream therapy practitioner and with the client, and it's just a matter
Okay.
and duration how well you are doing and nothing else. So see videos and go through the research papers. Even I have given few more. I would be giving to the to Zahid to upload in the drive. You can read and see what happens. It's just a matter that how you are practicing and nothing else. So log to
So,
bolenge hi bolega that you are not practicing in a good way. Even I do get criticism, but criticism doesn't affect me a lot, so don't
ma'am,
worry.
are you also going to give us the insight how to start, how to talk to a client in the dream therapy, or how to
Yes,
take on the session in a good way?
yes,
So, what
yes,
are the
yes.
tips and key points? What should be remembered? So, this will help me, I think so.
Yes, yes, definitely. In the last 10th class, I'll be doing the role play and I'll be giving a list of questions
Okay.
what you need to exactly ask to the
Yes,
client
yes. Sure,
to
sure.
know. And yes, question can be modified as per your client's requirement, as per the ages, because there are certain questions which you can't ask to a girl who is coming. The age of the girl might be 10, or the age of the girl of might be 12 or 15, because sexuality matters in dream also, because
Yes.
the moment someone is seeing penis or someone is seeing vagina or anything related to intimacy, we have to be very cautious about that. So definitely I would be giving list of questionnaires, bunches of questionnaires, because two questionnaires are which my mentor gave me, and rest four I have customized along my side, because I have four questionnaires: one for female group, one for male group, one for the queer or affirmative therapy section, and under the last one is for the marginalized community, that is for the sex worker, below poverty, because you need to take up cases also, because there are clients who are going to come from marginalized community and tell that, "Ma'am, I'm seeing water in my dream, I'm seeing hair in my dream, I'm seeing skin in my dream, and every single day." So what does that means? Please help me. And it's not only dream therapy you are going to, you can utilize any other form of therapy like CBT, art therapy, narrative therapy. Definitely narrative therapy has to be taken into consideration, because you need to listen to the narration of the client, what exactly the client wants to say. Then the body language, because body language makes a difference in what the client is saying you, and what the body language is might differ, but the client is not aware of. So I would be doing, not an issue.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Yes, Dr. Vasudha. Doctor, you are on mute.
Uh, I would have liked it to be more practical, because basically, if my purpose of doing is this course is to get a wholesome idea, like before I start a practice. I would like to have a total something in totality. This. Okay.
Def-
So a practical experience is more important. You have been narrating that off and on in between. But there are a few questions which I do have in mind.
Mhm.
Is that how do we should the main complaint of the patient or the client be regarding his dream or when we start on this therapy, or is it during the course of narration that we come across something like this? So initially we don't go on directly to the dream therapy, right?
Definitely. We directly don't like pinpoint the client, okay, tell me what are your dreams. Yes, I'll keep your question in mind. I'm going to answer what exactly happens, how you as a therapist can pinch into that topic about dreams and more vast area about dream. Definitely, I'll keep it in mind, not an worry.
Okay. And can the dreams be lies totally made up?
Hmm.
Although you did say he fantasies to have a base, but still, can it be? Because nowadays, what happens is psychology is so much into awareness.
Hmm.
Everyone is reading about psychology, everyone is thinking about it, and many people see, like in Bombay, there are people who are open now to going to a psychologist. In fact, it's every Tom, Dick, Harry going to a psychologist, right? So, in such conditions where people have read a lot about things, a lot about can made up things, how do you recognize that these things are made up and not true?
Definitely, yes. Dreams can be a lie portion also. Yes, good
So,
question. I forgot in addressing this thing. No, not
in
to
that,
worry. I am noting it down.
so, so that
Okay.
is something I need a little. I'll be reading. I have read a part of it, but I'm reading. I don't get much time to read it.
Yes, I understand. No worries, no
Because
worries. You can take your time. The recordings would be there lifetime. Yes, I'll answer all the questions, whatever you all have any doubt or not. I'll definitely give my best to answer the questions. Thank you so much. Yes, Dr. Banu.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Uh, Ma'am, I am using eclectic approach, ma'am.
Mhm.
Uh, I have in the time to analyze
Yes.
dream therapy.
Hmm.
I'm studying now for the
I
practical.
understand. I understand, doctor. I
Okay.
understand. Not to worry, not to worry.
Uh,
Yes, most of us, like not most, but yes, I also follow an electric approach because we need to customize everything as per the client. So I understand. Thank you, doctor.
yeah,
Yes, huh.
cultural background is not
Mm.
suitable for that in
Yes, yes.
Malappuram, Kerala.
Ha ha
Being
ha.
a prominent area.
Yes, yes, I was going to that. Yes, I know that. Yes, somewhere culture also have something to do with dreams. I'm going to talk about culture right now also.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much, doctor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Naomi. Forgot everything like defense mechanism.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand. Yes, Naomi.
Ma'am, what I have to say?
What are you have to say? Okay. What exactly was your expectation from this course? Was that expectation met or not?
So basically, when I attended the workshop,
Hmm.
the topic, the basically the dream analysis was something which captivated my eye, and I was more curious about knowing it and learning about it since it does interfere in and out with your daily life, and it does hamper it also.
Hmm.
So that was the main reason why I wanted to learn more about it, so that I could learn about it and plus take up clients or contribute to helping people out basically with this through dream, which I think it is not much which many people do that I have heard of. So that is why it was something that I said, we can go ahead to learn about it more, and we could learn more about it. And during this course of time, I did learn a lot, and I grasped a lot also about it, about dreams, why, how, the symbols also about it, the elements about it, and what it leads to. So that was very enlightening to me during this entire 8 classes that we attended, which is really helping me. I keep revising also.
Yes, 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 definitely. Yes, dreams matters a lot, and in fact, it like affects both our life, both in terms of professional career and personal life also. Now, I'm going to tell how. So yes, Shivana, you are raising your hand. You want to say something?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Actually, I joined a dream analysis course for the reason that is my mother.
Mm-hmm.
She grew up with five sisters and a brother. They always used to discuss that she got a dream in which somebody died.
Hmm.
And when they used to discuss about their dreams with each other, they said that a death of a person is actually a good symbol. I don't know from where they picked it up, and they kept saying that if you get snakes in your dream, they used to discuss like you are getting money from somewhere or you some a good luck of thing. So it
It's
grew
a cultural thing. Like death person is related to more of culture. Snake is also related to more of culture. Spider is also related to more of culture. So
yeah,
yes, somewhere down the line, death in a family or anywhere in the extended family symbolizes something great, as well as it means that if the individual have died, from if I have to take my example, my brother committed suicide, cousin brother. Now every single day I'm seeing my brother is alive. Now this means it has to be of two things. Number one, he was my mentor in everything. Whatever I used to collapse. I used to call him up. If I had some bad relationship with my friends, also, he was the one go person I used to. So number one in terms of guidance, and second is unresolved issues with my brother. I had something to ask to my brother. I had many things in terms of personal life, but I was not being able to. So yes, death somewhere means if you are seeing someone is coming back in your dream, like then person being alive, it means two things. Number one is guidance, both in terms of everything, and number two is like unresolved issue, which means your issues are not being resolved with your that individual. And obviously that means giving birth to a new one. If anyone of you are aware of past life regression, that means that individual is aware. Now last night I was going through a reel where people are saying, like, I won't say parapsychologists are saying, but the one who are dealing with psychic phenomena, they are saying that we offer prasad or sweets to the death ones. Like in the picture, if my grandmother, I offer every day sweets, but we are not supposed to offer sweets to them. But being a parapsychologist, I have read that the moment I want to get in touch with my grandpa or grandmother, they lived in the 14th dimension, and we as an individual, whoever are alive, we live in the second dimension. So there are dimensions, there are 50 dimension in the whole earth. So the moment my grandmother died, I am trying to call her in terms of everything. And it's pretty difficult for her to come to from 14th dimension to second dimension. And hence the reborn is being happening. So it's a case of reborn. So yes, whatever your mother said, it's pretty like it's a clarity that yeah, it happens due to religious thing. But again, in some culture, there are the fact that death means that some negative vibes have gone from our life. So it depends on culture, because culture, in the class I have talked about culture and dream also, where culture do affect our dream absolutely in that perfect normal way. So yes, it happens.
and there's one more question, ma'am. Like
Hmm.
if the person is alive,
Hmm.
uh, the person who is alive, they are seeing him dead actually.
Hmm.
And suddenly they get tensed up and they wake up in the middle of night seeing that the person is very close to me or any random person. They are seeing him dead and they're seeing the body which is kept before the cremation.
Hmm.
So they
So what
started
is
getting
the
tensed
color
up.
of the cremation which your mother is seeing?
Like not just my mother, like all her sisters maybe. Sometimes her sisters get this dream, her brother get this dream. So
Hmm, hmm,
people
hmm.
who are alive, they are seeing the people dead in their dreams.
Yes. So what is the color of the individual who is dying for them? What
A
color?
close one, a close one,
No,
very
no, no.
close
I am
relative.
saying what color dress the individual is wearing.
It will be white, white.
White. That means purity. Some issues are there which they need to figure it out between them.
Sometimes what I heard from them is like maybe her own sister.
Hmm. Do
She
they have
died
any
in a.
sort of issues with them? Like they don't communicate properly. They have some communication issues.
No, actually they are quite regularly communicating with each other.
Regularly
And
communicate. I'm not saying Sipona, you did not understand. Communication can happen. For example, I can communicate with Naomi every single day.
yeah,
But whether I'm giving a clear cut community, whether my communication is crystal clear, is
yeah,
that communication happening between them?
yeah, there are no issues between them.
It can't be.
Uh, I'll get a clarification
Talk to
about
them
this.
that is there something which they need to talk, but somewhere they are stepping backward. That what if I say that individual is not taking in a positive way? For example, if I say on to you that you did not like you did not attend any single class, and right now on the ninth day, for example, you are coming and asking so many questions because you were not there in eighth classes, so your clarity of dream is not pretty clear. Right now, if you say that no, 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 I saw everything, I attended the class, it can't be. Because I explained, for example, I'm saying in search of terms of example. So communication has to be a crystal one. For example, it can be I'm seeing my sister is dying, but still my sister is alive. Somewhere in our unconscious mind, I want to communicate something with my sister, but I'm not being able to. Why? Because of defense mechanism, because of repression. I taught in like cognitive distortions classes.
Yes.
So go through the recordings, check it once and then tell because it happens. It's not like that you are thinking in something else. Your mother and sisters have certain limitations because there is a clear cut boundaries between them too.
Okay. So there
Okay.
can be some unresolved issues
Yes.
that may be.
Death means unresolved issues.
Okay.
Seeing death. If I see that my dad has died, for example, and every single day I'm seeing my dad is coming back, that means some sort of unresolved issues were there. That is the funda of dream therapy.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
welcome. So today I'm going to talk about dream symbols. Now, in the dream, we get so many symbols, so many characters. Colors also do comes up in our dream. So the very first common symbol is houses. Now people can make up stories. I see this house, I see four-story house, three-story building. Houses means any sort, anything can be a village also, a scene of village, a flat, in fact, own house, own bungalow, which means it has to do something, anything with the old memory or past memory. For example, I had a case. This girl has shifted from Delhi to Kolkata. Now the native place is for her is Delhi. Every single day she used to see the Delhi house. The Delhi house was too small. The Kolkata, she got a bungalow. Her father is a officer, and they received a bungalow. For them, it's a pretty big bungalow compared to the Delhi house. But every single day she was getting the house of Delhi itself. Why so? Because of the memories which are attached to them, that particular place, that particular house. Now there can be certain things. Now people says that if I'm seeing a kitchen, house में बहुत सारा thing है. If I'm seeing a particular room, ask question which room you are seeing, where which side of the room you are seeing. Is it the entire room you are seeing, or is it the partial room you are seeing? That is a half, or only not even half, one fourth of the house, or just in my room I have a picture of my brother, so I'm seeing the picture of my brother. What exactly I'm trying to see, or what exactly I'm getting that. But if someone say no, I'm not seeing the house, I'm only seeing kitchen, that means that person has issue with her or his cardiovascular system, any problem related to heart, in fact asthma also. Now why I said about asthma, people generally don't notice, or they don't say to the psychologist or therapist that yes I have asthma, because they feel that it's only the work of the physician or of a medical practitioner, not of a therapist. But the moment in asks that do you have any issue, physical issues, that means with heart, with respiratory, yes ma'am, I have chronic asthma. I use inhalers. So that's the moment you have to understand, because kitchen, we there is a general term which we say in culture, in all the culture, that kitchen are our most important thing, as per both spirituality, astrology thing, because the kitchen has to be the house of the entire house. We can identify one single individual by visiting the kitchen, because खूबसूरती किचन में होता है. People say, I'm not saying, and it's a cultural thing, that's the reason people see houses. Now again, houses can be in terms of any sort of religious place, church, temple, gurudwaras. Now you have to understand that individuals have something to do with that gurudwara or that religious place. For example, this girl, she got married to a Hindu guy. She was basically from a Muslim background. Every single day she used to see that mosque in her dream. She did not say me. The name she gave in the CRF was some sort of Christian name. She has changed her name. I did not know that. Now, when I asked her, okay, you are seeing that, what is your background? Then she said me, in fact, in her caste and religions also, she wrote Hindu. She did not mention that it was she was from Muslim background. Then when I asked her, I did not encounter her definitely, but when I asked her that, what is your religious background? Could you please say? First time she said me, I am from Hindu background. I said, okay, you are from Hindu background. Then why you are seeing the religious thing of a Muslim? Is there some connection? She started crying. That time she said, Ma'am, I'm Muslim. I ran away from my house and I got married and something happened. My father said me, you are not going to come back to this place. We are, because of certain cultures. There was a cultural difference in her family and in other caste. So house play an important role. But again, house has to be something with the caring portion also. Because every comfortness is in our house, whatever, wherever we are going, even abroad also, the moment we are back in our own bed, we feel, हाँ अभी सुकून का नींद चाहिए हमको. That is the thing. If someone ran away from our house, now for example, the adolescents, they are now going out, getting married, intercaste married, or in fact not intercaste, they are getting married, but still they are missing their houses. That's the reason also they can see houses. Now in terms of storing, there can be, if anyone know about draw person test, if someone is staying in this picture, if you can see the smoky thing, the kitchen, like the what is that called, ventilation. Now if someone,
chimney.
ventilation, right now me,
Chimney.
chimney, yes. Now chimney over here means, if ask the girl or ask the client, in your house are you seeing any sort of chimney? One chimney is okay to let everything go out, all sort of negative vibes. But if there are more than one chimney, please address the issue of trauma. There has to be some issue with the trauma. In fact, guilt also. Chimney represents guilt, chimney represents trauma. Now, in terms of window, how many windows you are seeing? Whether the windows are open or not. Now, for example, if the girl say, no, the windows are closed, that means there is some hush hush thing which is going on inside the house. For example, if someone's windows are closed or even doors are closed, do you think something can go out? Even we can't understand that. Some things are there, the hush hush things are there. So ask that. And in fact, yes, colors are to be asked. What color do you see in your dream? What is the color of the house? Where is the house situated? These are the questions you need to ask. And in fact, I would be giving you the questionnaire of draw a person test. In the draw a person, house tree person test, the questions which are there for houses, you have to exactly ask for houses. The questions which are there for tree, ask for tree. I'm not telling that you have to interpret, because house tree percentage is more of an interpretation. Don't interpret, just you have to understand some unresolved things are there, any sort of guilty things are also there, because the moment everything is shut. In fact, one more thing, if in the house the client says, trees are there, so many flowers are there, you immediately have to answer, or you have to think that some healing things wants to take place. The house is not a safer place. Definitely house is a safer place, but in terms of emotional ventilation, the house is not safer. And that's the reason too many trees are there, too many like gardens are there. In gardens we almost have 2 to 3 flowers, but none can't have 50 or 55 flowers in a small house. Now if it is in terms of flat, someone is residing in the flat, flats are generally in this, in a very strong side. You have to understand the domination of father. Someone is saying me, or not me, in general, if someone says I am seeing flat, asks what is the symbol of the flat. If it is a square thing, that means something eternal with the mother. But if it is a flat thing like this, like exactly what a flat stands like, domination of flower, not flower, father represents over here. Now you can address the queries: how was your father, what was your parenting style, then and there you can understand whether the father was too strict, or whether the father was too lenient to answer all the queries of the individual. Next is car. Now car are a symbol of aristocration. Now definitely you are going to ask what sort of car you are seeing. Now people can say, especially the students 8 9 10, they say I see Lamborghini, I see Ferrari, I see BMW. Definitely it means sophistication. But again, if there is a symbol of car for an individual, like an adult individual like us or most of us, there can be two reasons. What you have to ask, whether you are driving the car or whether you are the passenger sitting behind the, like beside the driver. Now for example, if it is a driver, what is the role of the driver? That means you have to drive safely the passenger to the destination. That means some sort of assigned tasks are there in your shoulder, which even you can't know definitely, because then dreams are not going to come. But yes, if you ask the question, do you have any unplanned tasks to be completed which you think it's very important for others, you can get questions. Now you have to keep the questions very open-ended, close-ended, it doesn't matter, but questions are to be asked. Now second is, as a passenger, now it means the moment you are asking that, okay, you are the passenger, you are seeing yourself sitting behind or sitting beside or at the back of the car, that means you have the decision or you have a leadership power. Because think in this way, we are going with our driver, we don't know anyone. Ola driver, Uber driver, we don't know. And it can be on that part that the driver is raping us. But if we are too strict, the moment, abhi to bahut sare app hai, the moment we are getting on, we are calling someone. This is the car number, we are sending a live location. What exactly is that? That is a sort of leadership. That means no harm can be brought to us. Now, if this individual said, no, I'm not seeing any driver or neither I'm seeing passenger, I'm only seeing car, that means travel. You have to ask, are you exhausted by your own work? Are you burned out? Do you need a vacation? That time the individual would say that, yes, I need a vacation. I'm working for the last 2 months, 3 months, and even I don't have 20 minutes for myself. That means he or she wants to have a travel with any sort of vehicle. Now, again, vehicle means go and ask what are the transportations you are seeing: a train, a bus, a airplane, sorry, aeroplane. What? For example, if the individual is seeing aeroplane, that means some good news are about to come from abroad. Any good news, it can be anything. Ship. Ship means something related to water, and it can mean some sort of emotion, stuck emotion with the individual. It can also mean that the emotions are not being solved. That's the reason the individual is seeing ship. Ship has to do with water. Train. Now, train again means ask the individual what train is that. Is it a good career train or a passenger train? For example, if it is a good career train, that means some sort of gifts are to be sent from the individual, from your client sides. But if it is a passenger train, that means the client is overloaded. Overloaded means burned out with some sort of works which needs typical attention from his side. Clear about car and houses? Okay. Next is bathroom. Now, bathroom, there are clients who says that every single day I'm seeing that I'm sitting in bathroom, I'm having biryani. In fact, I had a client who said me, I'm having biryani in the bathroom. I'm like, yes. So bathroom somewhere means that some negative, you are surrounded by negativity in your life, and that needs to be flushed out. Why we go to bathroom? Either for having a long toilet or short toilet. What exactly we are doing? We are flushing out our excretory system, or we are draining out all the things from our body. Now again, bathroom can be of two things. Number one is of water. Now water means, generally water means emotion, right? And again, water means if that individual is saying that I am swimming. होता है ना कि बाथरूम में there are so many posh bathroom, luxurious bathroom which has like a swimming pool also. Now swimming means you are going with the flow. How you are swimming? You are swimming like this somewhere. That means you are going with the flow. And if you are seeing that you are washing hands, that has to do with OCD, because you are washing hands. Or you are showering means again you are flushing out every negative thing. But if you are seeing that you are exactly washing hands, you are washing face, that means a sign of OCD. Now you can ask OCD of contamination. Definitely, it's a OCD of contamination and nothing else. So you have to ask the client, how many times in a day do you wash hand? In reality, not in your dream. Then you are supposed to get answer. Okay, these are the times. Then you can figure out whether it's a sort of OCD or it's something related with emotion. Now there are chances that the color of bathroom can be black. Now black is pretty difficult. Black means some sort of pent up emotions are there which needs to be flushed out immediately. For example, I had a client who said me that she did not say me initially, she said every single day I'm seeing that I'm drowning in water. Now when I asked her, okay, why you are seeing, so who is making you drown in the water? She said me, some individual is there, a male individual. And she was like, a male individual. I said, are you in a relationship? Yeah. She said me, yes, I'm in a relationship with my boyfriend. He is pretty caring. I said, whether he is pretty caring or overprotective and over possessive. That the moment when she said me, my boyfriend is overprotective and over caring, which I don't like. So again, colors has to be addressed in dream therapy class, not classes, in these sessions also. Now the moment you are supposed to start up with a session with any of these symbols, please make sure to ask the client the duration, number one, and for how many years it has been repeating, whether it's all the 7 days or exactly are there gaps. For example, it can be only Mondays I'm seeing, or it can be only on Fridays I'm seeing. So if there are particular days, you have to ask the question or you have to frame the question in that manner. And if it is on a continuous basis from Monday to Sunday, questions are also to be framed in that manner, because that indicates something with the personality issues with the individual. Next is food in dream. It has to do with some sort of eating disorder. Now, why I give the like burger picture every single day in the year 2019, I remember I was getting a dream that I was eating big long burger. So that means though I have a habit of binge eating, I did not ignore the fact, but it means some sort of guilt. Now you can see now food. Generally, I did not mention in this slide, food has to be something with celebrities. Now, celebrity doesn't mean Amitabh Bachchan or John Abraham. They mean someone who wants to enter the beauty pageant or wants to enter the limelight. Now, if you keep on asking them some questions that what is your career? What you want to become when you grow up? Now, this is the age. The age can be from 15 to 26. Within this, not even 26, within 25, you can see people like especially girls are coming with the issue that, ma'am, every single day I'm seeing food. Now food doesn't only mean burger, it can be any food, it can be even cokes also, hard drinks also, anything which has to be intake in form of food. Now why so? Because there is a connection with your mind and body. Now, what exactly is happening? You are eating with your hand or with your spoon and you are intaking it. The moment you are intaking it, it's going in the body. It has to do with the throat chakra. If your throat chakra is not activated, that means your food in dream has to be very prominent, and also your relationship with the body is not okay. Either you are eating too much or you are avoiding food, and hence food is coming up. There are cases in which people don't anorexia nervosa, they don't eat food. They feel that I want to be thin, though they are thin. I have a picture of a friend I would show you after the class. She is too thin. I call her like her name is Madhulika Mehta. She is a personal designer of Karina Kapoor Khan, and I call her, "Hi skinny, how are you?" Whenever I call her, I'm like, "Hi skinny, how are you?" She even don't eat a single burger, like outside food. Whatever she has is only the food salad, and she thinks that the moment she's having any sort of biryani or burger, she's going to get a healthy body like me, and hence she don't eat any sort of foods. And that's the reason every single day she is getting, because food to chahiye, it's the requirement from our body. The moment now, I would like to tell, I'm doing a course on lactation, because right now all the gynecologists said me that, Shraddhanjali, as you are a infertility counselor, you need to know how a mother is feeding the baby or what are the things to be done. And honestly, I was not aware how lactation has to be performed. So in our lactation course, our teacher said it's the basic requirement of our own body, because the moment we are born, our mother is giving the breastfeeding, our mother is breastfeeding, in which the breast milk consists of all the nutrients, और वो हम लोग के दिमाग पे है that these are the nutrients we need to have. But the moment we are grown up, we are like, नहीं मेरे को ये नहीं खाना, मेरे को वो नहीं खाना. So what exactly is happening? Our body got accustomed to whatever food our mom dad used to supply, but after a certain number of years we are not taking. Hence our brain is giving a signal that food has to pop up in some form of dream, because she was connecting lactation with dream, and I remember just about lactation, and I said, so in our lactation class also a teacher said that because we are avoiding some foods, that particular foods are coming up, because we need to inhale or we need to intake each and every food. It's not that we are taking this and we are avoiding that. All the multivitamins, all sort of nutritions are required for our body. Even if we are in our 35s, body ko chalna hai na, so food comes up in that way. So I suddenly remembered about the teacher, what she said. Next is schools. Now it can be schools, it can be university, it can be any institutions, anything related to education. Now why schools come up? Number one is, the moment we schools come up, it means that you are about to do something new in terms of career. Now this has to be very prominent, both from both sides, from girls and boys. If a girl is saying that I am getting a dream of school, or if a boy is saying that I am getting a dream of school or institute or institutions or colleges, anything, that means I am about to take a 360-degree turn in my career. Now, why so? Because when we are admitted to school, we learn some new skills, we now learn something new. And the moment you are learning something new, our brain gets activated, our dopamine gets activated. The isko chahiye abhi. That individual needs some materials. So, and it's a way to achieve something. Now, school can also be a sense of achievement, that I'm not learning anything, but I'm getting a high success in my career. It can be I'm getting some awards, I'm getting some recognition, I have been promoted from junior to senior or to that level. So school can be anything. Now, yes, if an individual sees school, and if the individual say that, ma'am, after seeing the school, I start crying, that means some sort of trauma. It can be some sort of not only trauma, it can be a some sort of molestation. Now I'll tell you my own case. I was in class 6, 7, 8, and that time our teacher used to come to my own house, because in my house there is a small, not small, it's a medium space, which in which mostly 7 to 8 friends of us, we used to conduct, we used to take the tuition. Now I, being a from a, my body was little developed at that time, and it was a dining sort of dining table, and the teacher was a male teacher. Whenever he used to want some books or copy, he used to make the hand in such a way that he was touching my breast. And that used to trigger me. I was not going well, but I said my mother, she was like, huh, it's your something with your mind, teacher can't do like that, because I understand right now, because he was my teacher. So after I remember, after I left my school, it was in class 12 till 11, it had happened with me. The moment I was in class 12, he got married, but after that also he did not stop. I used to cry. I used to see the like my school. I used to see the playground. I used to see the captain room, and I used to start crying. Then at that time, psychology was not even that prominent. Doctor, one of the psychologists, my mother said me, "Kya hua isko?" Being from a background of criminal psychology, she then took me to the therapeutic setup, and at that time she realized that yes, some sort of molestation was happening with me. And in fact, he also tried to molested one of my friend, but unfortunately, he was not being able to do, because her mom and dad reacted in a negative way, which I thought my mom and dad would be doing, but none did. So still now, I won't lie, it's not every day I'm seeing, but still now I see this, that I am inside a room. Now school, because why school? Because during my school phase only this sort of thing happened with me. Now, I was into medicine for a very long time, because to just forget my trauma, because that was literally traumatic. And whenever I think of that situation, I feel like beating him, but somewhere my hands are on cuff, and hence I can't. So, school can be in terms of both positive and negative. Both are all these symbols till now can be terms of both positive and negative. Now, how you are going to understand what exactly, you have to consider what the client is saying to you during the therapeutic setup. What has happened with the client? Now, in the very beginning, the client won't say. Definitely, the client won't say, because the client, even in fifth session, the client feel that no, I am not supposed to say everything. They would be keeping something with themselves. So it's our duty to make the therapeutic as comfortable, even if the client want to talk about sexuality, ask them to talk whatever sexuality they want, ask them to talk, because it's important that you being a therapist, you are resolving their issue. Next is mountain. Yes, Dr. Vasuda.
Ma'am, there are many times we get dreams, like you have not completed your paper, I mean, this is a very common dream where
Hmm.
you've not, you've been late for an exam or something like that. How do we, should we, it be related to school?
See, the moment we are seeing something related to not being on time, not completing the paper, it can be related to school, it can't be related to school. Now, I'll tell you this case I had. Now, suddenly, when you said this girl, she was going to get married, and her marriage time was 6:06 or 6:05. Now, her makeup artist was late, and it was 16. She was not being able to. It was in her dream she was seeing. Now, exactly her marriage got late. Now, what exactly happened in prophetic dream? These are the some sort of spiritualities which comes up. Now, if someone is getting late, that means that individual have issues with time management. Number one. But if someone is not being able to submit paper in exam hall, for example, the exam has been over and still the student and or some that individual is writing something, that means out of anxiety disorder, or you can tell it as panic disorder also. Due to panic, that individual, though completed, would be going on rechecking, and it also indicate a sense of OCD, rechecking and rechecking also. It can be in both. See, all the symbols can be in both. Now, people see symbols with hairs. Now, bal. Now, what does this means? Generally, when someone is seeing hair, that means in two ways. Number one is our hairs are our strength. If we were out diagnosed with cancer, people literally having now this I have seen walking with cancer patient, they mostly get dream of their own hairs, because they feel they are right now too weak. They are in the state of confusion that what if I don't have my hair and I'm not looking pretty. And the opposite side, हम लोग के बाल जो है, it's either short or too long. It's again a symbolization of strength. Now there are individuals who have, I don't know what exactly in the English we call, होता है ना कि बाल पे git git हो जाता है, the tingles we have to remove like this. It's a sort of
Knots,
confusion. What is that called? I don't know.
knots.
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 We have to remove with either with this, like with our hands or with the combs. That means a sort of confusion. That individual is confused too much. So knots, yes, knots in the hair means confusion. Less hair means a sense of weakness. More hair means a sense of strength. Hairs indicate a sense of strength. Now hands. People see is either hand, not fit. Definitely fit, I'm going to talk. Hands means people are having issues with sort of seeking help. There are people who says that sees dream that someone is calling me. That means that individual or I need to pay attention to someone with whom I am not paying attention to. But it can also be the fact that I'm seeing hands and I'm feeling guilty, because guilty in terms of I have broken many hearts. Now the moment individuals say, ma'am, I am not guilt about, but every day I see I'm doing hands like this or I'm doing hands like this means a sort of guilty. I did something bad and I did not apologize. And right now, my unconscious mind, in forms of dream, is saying, go and ask sorry with them to that individual. Now, again, legs. People see that in my accident, my legs are gone. That against means a sign of weakness, and against legs also means a sign of strength, because with the legs we are standing. If we did not have legs, definitely there were certain sort of wheelchairs and everything, but do you think they are too strong like us? They can't. Definitely they can't. So legs and hand both are a sign of strength and weakness. Again, if I have to talk in terms of water, oh, water, I said spider. Now people have a notion spider means something negative. No, spider means some sort of creativity. Spider web, the web in which the spider stays, that is too creative. And people see, not only they see spider, they are seeing spider in a very prominent way, but they are somewhere deep down the line, they are seeing the web. That means a sort of creativity within them. Next could be losing teeth, falling off teeth. This means that individual have issues in communication, any issue, and also issue with their own appearance. Now, for example, my one teeth is broken. I have that issue. Now, there are people who don't have their own teeth and they don't want even to click pictures because of their sense of perceiving, how they are perceiving themselves. There are individuals who see that they are always buying different brands clothes, and it can be anything. It can be off shoulder, it can be anything. Now why clothes? It means how I or how that individual wants other to perceive that individual. For example, if I see that I'm buying too many clothes, why I'm buying? Definitely to hide my body, all my genitals, definitely. But branded तो उसके लिए जरूरत नहीं है. It can be a nominal dress from a market. But why I'm going at the back of Gucci, at the back of Zara? Why so? Just because how I want people to perceive me. That is the fund of dress. Now, what can other be? Celebrity. People see celebrities a lot in their dream. And after Corona, I have seen more people are seeing getting the dream of celebrities. Now, why celebrity? It means they want to make money. Now, when you are asking about their income, definitely you are not going to ask about their income while taking the CRF. You can guess about their income. From there, you can feel that celebrities are known to us. That individual have a hope that someday people would be knowing me. And if you ask what are your dreams or why, what exactly you want to be in your life, they would definitely say I want to be on the top. So see what exactly, again, celebrity means downfall in the career also, because there are so many celebrity अभी हम लोग उनको सिनेमा पे नहीं देखते हैं. So what had happened? Either they have vanished or some sort of luck have happened for which they are not into cinemas. If I talk about Bipasha Basu, yes, she is a mother, but still she is not doing any sort of cinemas. Aishwarya Rai, Jaya Bachchan. So they are a sort of vanished faces, but still they are renowned. Definitely. But yes, both can be in terms of positive and negative. Next is mountains. Now, definitely mountains means in two way. In positive things, if I have to say, it means that The moment we are perceiving mountain, it's like we have to perceive it from all the sides. सीधे हम लोग माउंटेन को नहीं देख सकते. We have to go this, ah, I can see this. We have to go this, I can see this. That means that individual have to perceive me in all the direction to know me better, number one. And number two is, as mountains are pretty high, that means I am having issues overcoming my challenges. It can be any issue, and it has to be people who are with in depth. They run financial crisis. If they see they run financial crisis definitely, but they see most of mountain in their dream. Now, again, you have to understand if a mountain is being seen by a lady or by a boy. For example, if a lady is seeing, again, age matters a lot. If it is in that age, like 20 to 30 or 35, that means some sort of potentiality to earn or to get some sort of recognition in the career, both for boys and girls in this age. And after 35 to that 80 or 90 or even 95, you can see some sort of dying in that career, not career, in their life, because the moment they are going to see down from the mountain, their heads are going to give a chakkar to them. So they have issues both in terms of positive things and negative things. Now again, if people are saying, it's not saying, if people are seeing green mountain, please make sure that they had any like they had issues with their physical and emotional both. That means they want to heal up, they want to be cured by the process of therapy, and they are seeking therapy. And for mountain people, they want to get cured, and they are highly too rigid. I won't say highly, they are too rigid, because they won't accept the fact that yes, I am down with obstacles, I'm facing challenges. They are not going to say definitely. So at that time, you have to do ACT, that is acceptance and commitment therapy, along with dream therapy. You have to make them accept, you have to accept the fact that yes, obstacles are there in everyone's life, but again, in a very mindful way. Again, you have to use ACT, dream therapy, and mindfulness based cognitive therapy, that is MBCT. A combination of everything only for mountain in dreams. Uh, Okay. Next, killing in dream. Now, this is a very unique sort of thing. Killing in dream means the moment, definitely the weapons matters a lot, whether it's a knife, whether it's a spoon. Now, any short thing, any sharp objects means that individual is too hostile. That individual, Rajdia, you want to say something? Okay,
No.
okay, okay. So the moment the individual is seeing too sharp object, that means that individual has very less amount of emotion, very less. And if you know about the emotional scale, that which I have given, emotional desire scale, you have to use this scale when clients are saying, ma'am, I'm seeing that I'm murdering someone, I'm seeing I'm stabbing someone. So you have to use that scale to understand what is the emotional rate. Now that emotional rate is only 1 or 2, not even 2.5, because they are emotionless. And that's the reason they are seeing sharp object. And the moment they are killing someone, it's out of frustration and just for sake, like taking revenge. Now people can see that I am killing my mother, I am killing my father. And at that time, you have to understand there is some sort of parental lack with that individual. Definitely, if you are not addressing that, definitely that individual commits that murder thing only, because killing dreams, these are the sort of people who comes to therapy. I won't deny the fact they don't come up to therapy, they come up to therapy, but they are pretty clear that after 5 or 6 session or after 10 session, I'm going to commit this, like this sort of thing, or I'm going to stab anyone. And in fact, ask about the body part, where you want to, where in your dream, what exactly you are seeing, where you are committing the crime, where you are stabbing. Over here, definitely people are going to say different body parts. Now, please be sure, if someone is saying, if any boy or girl, anyone, about the genitals, that means that individual is having high sort of sexuality, high libido. And if someone is stabbing at the back, feet, or shoulder, anything from back, that means that individual is very coward to come and face that situation. Now I'll tell up a one case. This was not my case, definitely this was my internship case, but still I have the connection with that therapist. I went to Nimhans to do this, to do an internship where doctor was there, Dr. Arvind Goswami. He was a criminal psychologist. He said me, श्रद्धांजलि आपको श्रद्धांजलि जी आपको एक केस देखना है. I said yeah, yeah, definitely I would love to. Now, when I saw that individual, I got the case that he was getting issue with dream, and he used to see dream, especially with the folk, like वो Maggie chow mein जो folk से खाते, that particular folk. I said yes, I want to talk. I was talking about that individual. He was under custody and everything. Now doctor did not tell me that Shraddhanjali, you are supposed to ask this question, because during our internship no one says what question you are supposed to ask. But definitely if you are doing internship in forensic setup or in criminal setup, it's advised, or you are going to get a backing, like either a constable or someone who is of that uh, background. So I had a lady constable with me because I was too scared, and that was the very first case I was seeing from criminal background. Now, when I asked him that, in your dream, who murdered you? He said me, no one murdered me. I murdered my grandfather. I said, okay, you murdered, but he murdered his six girlfriends. Now I said, you murdered your grandfather? Okay, why did you murder your grandfather? Because my grandmother and grandfather was too sticky. They used to smell bad, and he said everything. Now I said, why did you murder your girlfriend? The explanation which he said me, it was clear that he said that his girlfriend was too attractive and it was popular among boys community, and every boys wants to sleep with that girl, and that girl was a air hostess. But in reality the girl was not a air hostess. The girl was a normal corporate work trainer, not a corporate trainer, a groomer, basically a groomer. So it was his own makeup of stories. Now he said me, I did not tolerate. And do you know, my girlfriend used to wear padded bra, and the bra size was too uh, huge and blah blah thing. He said me, I exactly don't remember, but he said me it was a cup C or D. I even don't remember what cup was that. But again, he said me, I did not murder her fully. I called her, I gave her sleeping pills. She was sleeping, and it was, I said, how many sleeping pills did you give? Because I was not being able to write in front of him. I was just recording without his permission, because if I gave him the permission, he won't have allowed me. So he said me that I just he she was just sleeping, and the moment she slept, I just cut off her one left or right sided breast. I just chopped it off, and with the fork I just took off the nipples. Now this was too pathetic, and then we saw not we, not everyone, but I, along with Dr. Arvind, saw the body of the uh, girlfriend. I was like, मेरे को नहीं देखना है. So what exactly he did? He took off the breast. He just chopped breast. He took with his hand, and then he took out the nipples with the fork. So this was the level of anger, and he tried to manipulate the session, because he felt that by manipulating the session it would be easier on his part. Because the moment someone is being put up to this, criminal psychologists play an important role just to understand whether he did it consciously or unconsciously, because dono mein farak hai. So he did it in a pretty conscious way, and he said me that I don't want to talk to any girls. So please, could you go out? And he became too hostile. At that the moment, he tried to attack me and that constable, but luckily both of us were safe, because female constable came into picture. So these are the severe cases. The moment they think of dreaming, or they are getting a dream of killing someone, please ask about in which body part you are seeing that someone is stabbing you, or you are stabbing that person, because that matters a lot, especially in terms of genitals, because that has something to do with libido. Then you can definitely use Arizona sexuality scale to not diagnose, to get an idea about his own libido, what is the ratio of his libido. This has to do with sexuality. Now these are the cases where generally I advise all my cases that not to take up this sort of dreams, because these are pretty disturbing on part of a therapist also, but because they can too be hostile in the therapeutic setup. Because when you are doing a therapeutic setup, you don't have any assistance, or even if you have assistance, you don't know whether they would be able to save you or not, because they won't be a bouncer for you. It's sad. So I generally tell my everyone in all the batches that if any client is coming and telling that I'm stabbing someone, I say please don't take it. Instant refer it to a criminal psychologist, number one. And if you are taking it up, please be sure that you are having that full case history of that client, because if the client commits anything, or if the client murders anyone, then definitely some sort of legal activities are there which can help, which would definitely not help the therapist, because that time you have to go here, there, police station, blah, blah, blah. So my teacher also said me that, Shraddhanjali, if you are getting any sort of cases which are related to killing or stabbing or molesting, please don't take it. But definitely I don't take all this. I take molestation. That yes, if I have been molested, or if someone is molesting me, I take that up, but not killing. Yes, Dashi.
Ma'am, one of my friend told me her dream that her fingers were chopped by a knife, and her son's fingers was also chopped by a knife by someone else.
Hmm.
So I was unable to understand her dream. So what is this? How would you
Who is
explain it?
chopping? Who is chopping?
Okay, I should ask who's
Yes, you need to ask few questions. You can write it down. Who is chopping? What is the age of the chopper? For example, I am your friend's daughter. I am seeing that this clip of mine is chopping me. So, what is the age of the clip? What is the gender of the clip? What is the attire? What is the dress the chopper is wearing? From which side it is coming? From left side or right side? Why exactly? What was the communication? What happened? Because suddenly I'm seeing that someone is chopping. उसके पहले तो कुछ हुआ था. Something, at least for 20 seconds it had happened. What had happened? Where was your friend in that dream? Now what has exactly happened after the fingers has been chopped? Whether your friend's daughter is getting up, is in panic state, or still she is sleeping. So there are certain questions, but because finger chopping means something to do with lady finger, like जो vegetable होता है ना, भिंडी, हम लोग भिंडी को चॉप करते हैं, तो भिंडी एंड this fingers
fingers?
have association.
Yes,
So, but again, you need to be clear, because this is a sort of killing dream. Killing matlab whether I am killing or someone is killing me.
someone is.
Yes, killing is pretty. I am not, like, I'm not telling you all not to take, but you can take definitely, only and only. Uh, you have to be very sure, because the moment someone is coming up, they are bound to do some sort of criminal activity, which can make your life. As a therapist, like, why did I cash? Kaas हमने नहीं लिए होते, because dream therapy sessions are too expensive in terms of anything compared to normal counseling sessions. Dreams बहुत expensive होता है, because for example, if a normal counseling session is 2000, dream therapy session are 3500, 4000, or it can be more than that. In my, not in my area, definitely in West Bengal, there is only 5 dream therapists in West Bengal. Out of the 5, I know one dream therapist. She charges only for 1 hour 15 minutes. Her charges are 7800, and she is only a dream therapy practitioner. She don't practice other therapies. So dream and killing of dream, mostly we generally don't do it, because this is a part of criminal psychologist. Because हम लोग को भी उतना पता नहीं है जो criminal psychologist को पता है, because they read all the theories why I am killing. Though I can explain you why I'm killing, but what is the inner motive of me to kill? So I can't kill someone. I can only slap that individual. I can give a mukka to that individual. I can do. But the moment someone is stabbing someone, someone is molesting someone, we can't do it like that. So they have something of their own psyche and all, which
Okay,
needs intervention. So this is a portion of criminal psychology, definitely. But if you walk, you have to ask this question to
okay,
your friend's daughter. Only she can ask. And yes, color. Puchna, what is the color, age, everything.
okay.
Yes, Dr. Pratibha. Dr. Pratibha, you are on mute. I'm not getting. Dr. Pratibha, you are not audible, I think. I think she is not being able to unmute. No worry, I'll
Hello,
come back.
ma'am. Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, okay, sorry, ma'am. Yeah,
Hmm.
so there are some dreams
Hmm.
where suppose a person sees that somebody else is killing. I mean, people are getting murdered. Like
Hmm.
people one knows, like family members are getting murdered. So what does that mean? Where somebody else is killing?
Yes, see, killing something has to do with anger, frustration, too depressed. It has to do with that. But if I see that someone is murdering me, it can be related that I watch too many horror films or crime cycle, like CID, crime patrol. It can come up from that also, that every single day I'm getting a dream or I'm getting a flashback. Number one. Secondly, I have seen someone has been stabbed in front of me. Like for example, when I was in graduation second year, in the I was going to a public transportation. It was a train. In that train, it was a ladies' compartment. The train was fully vacant. Only 6 to 7 ladies we were there because it was too night. I was coming. It was not that I was going. I was coming. It was almost in the winter, 10:30 or 11. I was coming back to my house after completing all the internships. That time, the train halted in one of a very reputed station, and I don't know whether they were ladies or gents because they were wearing a dress of a lady. One was sari and one was salwar. They stabbed a girl who was just in another compartment, and the girl was pretty visible at my side. I could easily see, but no one protested, definitely. So after that, for more than 20 days I could see that girl was being stabbed in front of me. I was helpless. No one saved that girl. So it happened, and it continued when I was even in my masters. When I was doing my diploma in dream therapy, I said my teacher, she said, just because you saw, you did not say it to anyone. In fact, I did not say it. I did not go to any therapeutic setup. I was within myself because I was numb at that time. What if, how would my mom and dad react? Because that was only one train which comes in my place. So I did not say. So it can be in any reason that I was seeing CID and crime patrol too much, or I saw someone else, or it can be if I am stabbing, it can be out of anger, out of hostility, out of frustration, or out of any toxicity. I am stabbing that individual.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Next is, there is a certain type of dream which is called as American dream. Now, this has been only with the American clients. Now, please don't think that why American clients. Now, they think that you come from a very mediocre family. For them, why American dreams? Now, these are the sort of people. Now, few of my NRI friends, I have seen that they are dreaming this. Now, one of let's give in this sort of example that she was from a very low family, low backward poverty family, in fact. Now, the very moment she met with a NRI, her relationship was pretty good. She was supposed to get married, but she did not get married. But after that, every single day she was dreaming that she was getting married to an NRI, or not even NRI. After 6 months, she was seeing that she was getting married to a celebrity from India, and but she was settling in very posh area of Bombay. I don't know what exactly is the posh area of Bombay. So in this
South
therapy,
Bombay.
huh?
South Bombay.
South Bombay. Okay, okay. Now, what exactly this American theory states that it is possible for anyone and everyone to live our own version, that is, to live our own identity, and to attain the identity of a celebrity or of a top notch person in the world. It can be possible. Now, this is also possible. You can see clients who are coming, ma'am, I want to be this. Now, when you are seeing the income of the family, it's 40 or 30K or below, even below that, but they want to be this, and they are moving at the back. Like, for example, they want to pursue a career of air hostess, but their income, their educations, their whole over grooming is not. So, what is that? Their own version is they are from a very poor family, but in their dreams or in their reality, they think that they are in that stage where people are respecting them, people are giving all sorts of ornaments, all sorts of luxurious items, even bungalows in their dream. Now, if people are seeing this sort of dream in their life, two things happen. They are more prone to heart diseases, heart attack, stress related diseases can pop up. Number one. Sorry, number two, issues with their bipolar disorder, sorry, borderline personality disorder, not bipolar, borderline personality disorder. Now, the moment they are not getting their dream, they are cutting off their wrist. Now, again, in a positive chance or in a positive side, how this dream can benefit that individual, that dream gives motivation and commitment to that, that you need to achieve. So you need to be very focused on that particular aim in your life. Now, these are the sort of dream which is very rare. You can get if you are taking up international clients, especially from the USA states, not states, country. You can see this sort of dream that they are saying. Now, this can also be in terms of people coming up from slums. What is that called? NGOs. Especially if you all are working with any sort of NGOs, you can see that it's pretty clear with them that, ma'am, my father is a rickshawala, my mother is a household. I want to be a celebrity, which is not possible for most of the family background, I say. But again, these are the individual who have issues with their with heart attack, stress related issue with asthma, and this cases don't come generally directly to our psychologist. This comes from the cardiologist department. Now in Kolkata, not in Kolkata, I won't say, in India, if you want to have this sort of, if you want to work as a American dream therapist only and only, Nimhans is one of the best particular spot for this, because there are pretty people who work there, not pretty people, there are clients who works on this only, because there are therapists only who works as a American dream therapist. They don't take up all cases, because they have a segregation for only this particular dream I'm supposed to take. And in terms of session, these are one of the very, very, very expensive session. People don't charge for one session, they take a package for 4 session or 5 session in a month. So this is pretty high. I don't know whether her name was Dr. Ambriya Goriwal or Amrata Goriwal. Now she is from Nimhans. She is only an American dream therapist. She practiced dream therapy 20%, but 80% is from this thing that she, and what therapy you are going to give, you have to start with CBT to bring that person back to reality, because that reality is being like no connection with the reality. Now, please don't think it's schizophrenia. It's nothing to do with schizophrenia, but it's their own thought process. It's a makeup. Now, I remember, I don't know the name again. I forgot. She was now she's a top model right now in Bombay. She came from a very slum family, a face of so many things. I forgot now. Definitely, I can share the link after, immediately after the class. She had this issue, like this sort of dream in every single day. But the moment she became the top notch, and she is only from Bombay, I remember, she said that anything can be achieved only by hard work and success. Definitely. Now this is a very popular thing. Now this only came after she became very popular. So this was not in any era, or this was not there before. It came up just the moment she came. She is pretty cute. She's too dark. I forgot her name. She's too thin. Her smile is too beautiful, but she is one of the face of one of the renowned magazine. But definitely, I'm going to, now this came from her, but she was not from Bombay, not from any of the country of America. Now, why this came up? This has been given just a name, that is American dream. Most of us have a dream to visit America or any of the European country, but from a middle class family, it's pretty difficult. So this is just for their name and nothing to do with something. But if anyone wants to deal with this, you have to keep that your session charges accordingly, because it's one and one. A high rated dream practitioner can only do, because I also don't do, because I don't know how to do with that. But definitely schema therapy and CBT works wonder with this sort of American dream. Now, yes, colors. Now, as I was talking about colors, colors have importance in the life or in the symbols what the client is dreaming to. The first color is, and yes, we are always very focused on dream, instead on the symbols also, but on not on the colors. But colors makes an important, because if you are not understanding the colors, or if not understanding, I won't say, but if you are not asking about the colors, it's like you are not doing anything in your dream therapy class, because colors not only in dream but also in all the session in CBT, in REBT, anything, colors play an important role. And yes, if you know how to the worksheets of colors, you can put the color accordingly in the spectrum. So the first color is red. Now red has two meanings. Red is a symbol of anger. Red is a symbol of highly stressed individual. And again, red means pretty independent. Red symbolizes passion, passion for anything. It can be in terms of personal life, it can be in terms of professional life, anything. Now, people seeing red mostly, you have to ask the question about getting molested. Now, if you all are knowing grief trauma and grief therapy, people come up and use this. That the moment you ask what does the individual who was stabbing you or who was calling you was wearing, ma'am, it's a shade of red. Or if you are doing art therapy session with the client, red. Red means again it's a set of anger, intense anger. It's not only mild or moderate, it's a severe anger issues with that individual. But again, in terms of positive thing, it means passion, dedication about a particular work, and they have issues with that time too. They commit too much. I'm going to do. Don't worry, I'm going to send you before 5. Don't worry. But they are having issues with their commitments. Next is orange. Now, orange means people think orange to be a very dull color in the dream. But no, orange means something which is related to your chakras. Now, for example, if your sacral chakra is blocked, any of the seven chakra, if your third eye chakra is blocked, if your um, any, I forgot all the names of chakra. So if any of the chakras are blocked, that means you are bound to see orange, because orange means some sort of energy. And yes, if you are doing tarot card too or crystal healing too with the clients, you can ask the client to have a glass of water, that is a plain crystal clear glass of water in the night filled with water, and ask the client the next morning to have that water with a positive affirmation. And yes, it depends on the chakra, which chakra is blocked, definitely. Now, how to understand which chakra is blocked? For example, if your bottom chakra, I forgot, which is related to your sexuality, if that is blocked, that individual would have issue in performing intimacy with the partner. So there are affirmations which are to be with the chakras, definitely. But orange definitely is not a dull color. Orange means something there with your issues, with your energies, and your energy needs to be gained back to you. Now, again, it can be both with dream therapy and with art therapy, because arts communicates a lot. Even if you don't know, art communicates a lot. Next is green, one of the most healing color in all most of the hospital, not all. You will see green color curtains, green color beds. That means it's a sort of healing. That means you are about to begin something new, both in terms of professional life and career. Now, this can also be related to financial things. That means I'm supposed to earn money, and a huge lumps of money. Now, green and celebrity dream are too common, because the moment people are saying celebrity in their dreams, ask them which color the celebrity is wearing, they are definitely going to say green, because it's, I'm not saying, it's a research which has said that green and celebrity are interconnected because of money, because of making money, not only money, making money in a huge spectrum. Now, this was the fourth which I am was to say, black. Black is a very sophisticated color. Definitely black means something negative, but it is most of mystery. Now, for example, in a white paper, if you are coloring it fully black, you don't know what exactly is going on. You won't be able to interpret in the mind of the client what exactly is going. That time definitely it becomes pretty difficult, because there are clients who have issues with their own emotions. I can't communicate. They generally have a color in their head, and that is black. Because abhi they are pretty known with everything, because due to Nate and Yan. So black generally means negative, definitely, but it has something to do with mystery. So what exactly had to be done? The more you know the client, the more you discover something new. So what I and my therapist, not my therapist, my guide said me that, Shraddhanjali, when you are dealing someone who is with black, don't do any therapy. Just listen to them and do, yes, I understand, and don't do anything, because they know everything as per their own ideas, that मेरे को सब पता है, मेरे को किसी का opinion नहीं चाहिए. Just they need some sort of vent out thing. So listen to them. The moment you are listening them, you are discovering something about, some unique thing about them. For example, couples, husband and wife, दोनों को they were in both of them were in love marriage for the last 15 years, but they got married 5 years, so almost 15 plus 5, 20 years. And after 20 years, the wife discovered the husband liked chicken. Now I was like, how did you discover after 20 years, almost after 20 years, 15 years of relationship, 5 years of marriage? She said me, no, I did not know. The moment she said, I said, what color do your husband prefer in wearing in terms of everything? She was like, the moment I opened the wardrobe, it's fully black. And black doesn't mean deep black, it's all the shades of black, starting from gray, black, spectrum of black, light black, deep black, medium black, everything. And then afterwards, she clipped a picture of the wardrobe, and I was too shocked to see so many blacks, no other color. So that means something negative, because that individual is hiding some sort of emotions with them. But I did not do any therapy setting with the like therapeutic session with the husband, because he was not coming. It was only the wife. Next is pink. Pink means love. It means not only intimacy, it has something to do with intercourse also. Now, pink are generally people, like girls who says, there is a myth that girls only like pink. No, no, no. Boys are also into the pink. And please, people who are coming up with pink, ask about their libido. Now, how much do you like? And for example, it's not only intercourse, they like to have oral sex mostly, deep smooching. Now, in one of the interview, I saw Imran Hashmi. In one of the interview, someone said that Imran Hashmi about color. He said that I like pink. Though I have to wear all sorts of color, but there is a myth that boys को pink like नहीं करना चाहिए. But he liked pink, and then the media reporter, they said me, not me, they said him that, oh, that's the reason you are too good at smooching your co-stars and all. Then I realized that yes, it has to be, because pink means some sort of femininity, some sort of sexuality, something related to your intimacy. And anything related to your intimacy, it can be you are not doing anything, just you are enjoying the company of your husband. If any one of you are aware of the 5 love languages, it has to do with pink. All the 5 language, living gifts, definitely living gifts. Compliments are also with pink. People like compliments also. That कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए, just मेरे को compliment दे दो. I am like, okay, I am good. So pink is that sort of color. Now, I would definitely, this is one of a very top viewed YouTube video, which I would request, not which you have to say this. These are the symbols which are pretty unique about sexuality. Now, these are the sort again of prophetic dreams. Now, if you are seeing on the 7th, 7, 10, 7, 10, 11, 7, 10, 11. Yes, the numbers are 7, 10, and 11. Please give minute details to that. I'm not going to say what is there. 7, 10, and 11. You can identify, or you can relate whatever I said it right now. 7, 10, and 11, because I would forget. And again, this is a interview with Barbie. He said, not he, she said how was, what was the dream she was getting. And this is not with a psychologist. She was just being called just for the sake of interview, because after that I'm not going to tell what happened. But on her life story, there is a whole book, a documentary made on that. So definitely after seeing this video, I'm going to give you the documentary. It's a huge documentary. It would take time to read and listen how exactly she coped with that. Uh, mm, stunning dream of her, like quacky dreams, not a stunning, a quacky dreams, definitely. So I would request you to see this. And this is the color slides which I have given in form of, what is this, in form of chart, which you can definitely see. But this is only with the positive thing, I did not give the negative thing. So I, after the class, not after the class, I would take a time, because मेरे पास वो भी नहीं है, I need to take it from my teacher. So by 2 a.m. in the night, I'm going to give it to Zahid, or I'm going to directly give it to the in the WhatsApp group. You can see, but Zahid would upload it tomorrow because she would be sleeping by 2 a.m. in the night. So yes, this was all for today. Any doubt till now?
No, ma'am, it's very clear today.
Clear? I
Just
think
we
it
have
would.
to go through all the things once.
Yes, it would take time to like to resonate in your mind, to go through with your things. It would take time, but how you all can do it? See, it starts with our own thing. It's not that I don't do. I have a dream whole journal. So in the next class, I'm going to show you my whole dream journal. I brought that journal with 4,500 rupees because I am too inclined. And though I have issues with insomnia, I am taking medicine. But even after taking medicine, my general physician is like, Shraddhanjali, तुमको सोना नहीं है पूरी रात. You are not going to sleep. You are a night owl. I understand, but whenever I sleep, the moment I'm getting a sleep, not a sleep, I'm the moment I'm getting a dream, I write it down, and I ensure that I write all the details. But yes, it can be that the moment I completed my diploma in dream, after that only I got a issue with insomnia because I was too focused to write the dreams and all. But people says in this way, but I don't feel it in this way. So you all can write whatever. See, it can be you all are not getting up at 3 a.m. in the night and writing it down, then you all are going to give me gali. So don't do it after getting up in the morning. Write it down, even if you are forgetting anything, koi dikkat nahi hai. It would take time, because right now I can control my dream, but definitely after my cousin brother committed suicide, I'm not being able to do so because I am getting him every single day. So it can be like that, but you can. It's just a matter how you are wanting your dream to be. Like hota hai na ki we customize our own dress. That is the way we can customize our own dream, especially in terms of career. How our career would be going, in which direction, in which direction. I remember it was in the year 2020, not 2021, when I saw that I became the state president. In 22, I became the state president. People were like, you know black magic. I said, I don't know any magic. It's nothing, I know magic. In 2022, I again dreamed that of from LGS, I am becoming the treasurer. Unfortunately, I again became, though I'm very poor in counting money. So I have to take the help from my seniors that mere ko gin dijiye, because I'm too poor in counting money. So see, what you are dreaming, you can do it, because no one knows that what you can again, but you can do it in that way. It's just the matter how you are writing it and what colors you are writing, because colors makes a difference. Number one, the symbols, what exactly is it, a square symbol, is that, because in the next class I'm going to talk about the symbols like square, triangle, circle, hexagon, pentagon. So in that way you can do it, not an issue. Yes, Dr. Pratibha.
Sorry, ma'am, by mistake, by
Okay,
mistake.
okay, okay. Not an issue, not an issue. Ash. So this was end for today. And yes, Naomi had said me that to give the assignments. I am going to give the assignment because Zahik was also telling me, Shraddhanjali, upload kar do, upload kar do. It was my mistake that I was not being able to. But after my dinner, I'm going to upload the assignments. It's a very small assignment related to colors and one of the theory. I'm not going to reveal what theory it is that. So yes, within next 2 hours your all the assignments would be there. So I'll see you all on Friday. Till then, if you all are having any doubt, you all can check with the recordings, because Sriporna was not there in any of the classes. Ria has missed 1 or 2 classes, I guess. So go through the recording anywhere, even after the class. Also, if you feel that you all are having issue, let me know. I and Sachi both are there. We can help you. Yes, Rashi. Mute, mute.
Ma'am, in the assignment you sent us, there was a question in that question there was a difference, Jungian approach of dream analysis, prior approach of dream analysis, and third one is modern approach of dream
Mhm.
analysis. So, is there any you told us in the session or not? Even I missed that.
It
I
was the
don't.
theory. I said this is the modern theory. This
Okay.
is the ancient theory. Definitely, it comes up from the like in the ancient theory. If I have to talk about the yoga posture, if you have seen the yoga, not the yoga, if you have seen the ancient Puri mandis or any sort of mandir about the sexuality, that is what I said in Freud's dream. That sexuality and dream. Why people see pennies every single day? Why someone is seeing pennies? I gave the example of pennies because sexuality have to do with pennies only. So nobody, you all would be getting times to complete the assignments.
Where we have to send assignment, ma'am?
Uh, the mail I have given the mail ID, you have to send it in the mail ID. Nobody, I'm going to forward it again today.
Okay.
Okay.
Will the date be extended for the assignment, or is
Yes,
it
it's
still the
still
23rd?
no, it's 23rd. Okay, I'll talk with Sachi and I'll try to extend one or two more dates. Not an issue. I'll
Okay.
talk with Sachi. 21st is on Sunday. 22. Okay, I can extend it till next Friday.
Yeah, it's the 23rd. That is what the assignment says.
Yes, 23rd, you can take till more 2 3 days. By
Okay.
next, not this Friday, but by next Friday, till 12, you all can give.
Yeah, yeah, fine.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so
Thank you
any
so much, ma'am.
welcome. And now it is also for the case of CBT also. I'll inform in the class today.
Ma'am, what about aromatherapy?
Aromatherapy, I'll be covering tomorrow. Aroma and not symbols is what is called shapes. Tomorrow, not
Okay.
tomorrow. What on Friday?
Friday, Friday.
Yes, on Friday. Aroma, chakra, and shapes on Friday.
I think you also mentioned about crystals. Would you also be talking about
Yes,
that?
crystals and chakra. I would be talking because I works with crystal and say it's not necessary that you need to make up crystals bracelets or you need to, but you can advise the client. And there are certain clients who don't believe that crystals work. So as per the chakra, you can give them. So definitely, I'm going to talk on the Friday classes. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll see you all on Friday with all the last things. And yes, then it's a wrap up and it's your turn to read and go through all the papers. And lifetime you would be there in the group. And Sachi ka number to hi hai, mera number bhi hai. So feel free to DM me even at 3 a.m. in the night. I am all woke up because I have issue in sleep and I keep on serving late.
Ma'am, ma'am,
Hmm.
26th, right? Next
Yes,
Friday.
26.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Good night,
Okay.
ma'am.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good night. Thank you.